Hi everyone, it's Olga Zarr from SEO Slide. Today I want to show you how to set up that Octopus so that you can learn a ton about your website and how to set up the crawl to get the most data, to have the most actionable data, and simply how to get started with JetOctopus if you haven't started with that tool yet. There is free trial available. You can find the link in the description. So give this tool a try. I really love it and let's get started. Okay, so I am in JetOctopus and I am just creating a new project. So this is my website. Let's create it. And now I have to schedule a new crawl. So I just clicked start a new crawl and I simply have to now set up all the information. So I can set up the frequency, whether I want this to be happening on a regular basis. In some cases, this is a very good idea to run it regularly because if something happens, there are some changes, rankings dropped, some things on your site change or on your client site changed, you will be notified. So usually, especially with ongoing clients, it may be a good idea because it will allow you to sleep peacefully. So I will run it just once for the purposes of this crawl. So it will start as soon as I set it. Crawl mode. So you can, for example, you can only crawl the URLs you want to crawl. You can only crawl the sitemap, or you can crawl like default. So which means a crawler will try to crawl everything. You can also set up the subdomains and you can also execute JavaScript. With websites which have JavaScript, it is usually a good idea to do it because you can compare the differences between having the site with JavaScript, like without JavaScript, if the content changes, what's going on after rendering. So usually a good idea. Pages limits threads, user agent. So since Googlebot mobile is usually the most important one, most pages have been most sites have been moved to mobile indexing. I am choosing Googlebot mobile. If you are crawling a huge site, you may not want to crawl URLs with get parameters because the crawl may become very, very large and basically useless. So I don't have to check that because my site is relatively small. Advanced settings. Do you want JetOctopus to follow links with rel no follow? So it's again it's up to you to choose that. I want to follow the links with rel no follow because maybe there are some internal links with that attribute which I maybe added by, I don't know, by accident. So I want to know follow links on pages with no index and no follow. So for example, on my page on my website, all the newsletter episodes have no index, no follow. So if I want to crawl those pages as well, I may as well check that, but I don't. Special crawling mode for mobile subdomains. So if your site is so old that it still uses mobile subdomain, you may want to add that. And process images data. Let's see what we have in images. If you need some patterns to allow or deny, this is where you can put them. If you want to crawl with different robots text file than the one you have, you can put it here. Sitemaps, if you have sitemaps, you can put them in here. So this is my sitemap index URL, so I will add it here. If your site is, for example, a staging site and it requires logging in, you can put it here. Custom request headings, that's not necessary. Timeouts, where do you want the crawler to crawl from? So let's do it from the US. JavaScript settings. So you can, for example, change the JavaScript execution time. But here I think I will leave everything as it is. If you want to combine the data with GSC, you can integrate JetOctopus with GSC and you will be able then to see even more. So I think everything is set up correctly. Depending on the setup of your site, you may be blocking some bots. So this is the moment where you can add those to like the whitelist. If you're using Cloudflare, the bot may be blocked. So this is where you can add them to a whitelist. Okay, let's schedule the crawl. Oh, I put in everything except for the URL of my site. So that's interesting. Let's add the URL of my site. So let's add the URL of my site here. It's here. Okay. I think everything is okay. And the crawl is running. And when it's done, I will be notified by email. So that's basically it. The crawl is scheduled and I will be notified when it's done. I will discuss the crawler like data findings in the next video because in this one I basically wanted to show you how to set up crawl in JetOctopus. I hope this video was helpful. If you like my videos, if you like my free content, everything I'm doing for free, please subscribe, give me likes, give me comments and all of that stuff. Thank you and see you in the next video.